I see stuff coming down the pipeline months, sometimes years in advance. I called it. This is a result of not hiring me, Red Lobster. You should have gave me a call. Red Lobster, come here. What happened? Every time I pass this restaurant on the highway, something inside of me just starts shaking. I'm like, I just got to get my hands on this company. It needs a complete makeover. It needs a rebrand. Why do companies like Red Lobster or Bed Bath & Beyond just sit around and just like wait for their businesses to fail when there's opportunity to actually turn it around? Hold tight. I'm going to need your help. I'm Latoya Cooper, your A-list business strategist, helping you to relieve the stress from your marketing so you can increase your sales. It's Red Lobster time. Buckle up. Red Lobster used to be a restaurant that you would go to with pride. You just could not wait to go to Red Lobster. I remember when the food used to taste so fresh. Even if you were going to a Red Lobster in the middle of Idaho, it still tasted like the lobster and the shrimp and the ingredients were freshly prepared and freshly pulled out of the ocean that day. Red Lobster was all about savoring those important moments in life, such as weddings, proms, memorable moments that you wanted to continue to relish in and reflect on as family and friends forever, for years to come. Now, when I think of Red Lobster, I just think of a bucket. That is the first thing that comes to mind, a gray bucket. Let me break this down. Red Lobster went from a taste of class to a taste of Captain D's. After extensive research, I came to the conclusion that Red Lobster shifted from fine dining to a casual dining shit show once Golden Gate Capital, a private equity firm, and Thai Union Group, a frozen food supplier, took ownership. This explains a lot. The last time I ate at Red Lobster, the shrimp tasted frozen and it ended up giving me hives. From the outside looking in, it appears that Red Lobster has cut a lot of important corners. It's like Red Lobster has cheapened the Red Lobster experience, but like failed to tell everybody. And we're not supposed to notice. And it's costing them a lot of money. Red Lobster moves and makes decisions very similar to a fast food restaurant. It's like a slap in the face, and the customer can see it and they don't like it. This is why Red Lobster is seeing such a dramatic drop in their numbers. What Red Lobster has historically stood for and how the actual experience is today are two different things. Red Lobster never carved out a new, clear brand messaging and expectation moving forward. They left this expectation and assumption in the hands of the customer. This is where they went wrong. As a result, the customer can formulate any expectation, any opinion that they want for themselves. You cannot skip the brand messaging step. Red Lobster is a big company and they should have went back and revisited this particular component once the transition of ownership happened. And this is something they should have been revisiting every year to make sure they stayed on track. Not having a clear, defined brand experience that can be articulated in a way that customers can understand will cost you a lot of money. Just like Red Lobster, many women entrepreneurs spend years spinning their wheels, wasting money and time, not addressing this key component in their business. And this holds you back from making money and making the brand progress that you desire. I mention all the time to clients and potential clients, you cannot skip this step. Red Lobster is proof of the consequences of skipping this step. It needs to be revisited every single year to make sure you are still on track and that you have not drifted off to the left or to the right, that you are still anchored to the right space and to the right message. If you are a woman entrepreneur and you have a great offer, but you're struggling to sell it, sign up for Marketing That Converts. Only 20 women entrepreneurs are accepted. Click the link in the bio to learn more and to register. If Red Lobster was a client of mine, this is where I would start. We would revisit and get clear about where Red Lobster wants to stand and be positioned within the restaurant industry. Right now, they move like someone with low self-esteem, just happy to be picked. We would nail down clear brand messaging that can be communicated out to the customer on a regular basis. We would make it priority to constantly repeat whatever this new brand messaging is to make sure it is very clear. Regarding what the expectations are around the Red Lobster experience, I needed to be strong. I needed to be confident. I would sit down with the CEO and have a hard conversation. We need fresh innovation in this leadership role. You're fired, Horace. I don't think Red Lobster should try to bounce back as a fine dining restaurant. I think Red Lobster should lean into what they have become and be the best at it. They should take a page out of the Chick-fil-A business model and embrace the fact that they are now the #1 lobster fast food restaurant chain in America. I would even change their menu to be all about lobster. Wow the customer. Grab lobster on the go. This feels sexy. I, darling, had lobster for lunch. What about you? There are people who offer lobster, but not in this way. I think they need to revamp, add bright colors, make it feel like more of a fast grab and go kind of feel, but still with a little bit of clean class. This is the only way Red Lobster is going to stay relevant for years to come, because where it's sitting now, it does not have promise for tomorrow. This company is losing money galore. People are not eating at this restaurant. Red Lobster will be forced to make some hard decisions really soon in order to maintain their existence. Let me know in the comments if you would be open to this concept, or if there's something I missed that you think is a better idea.